Hi, I'm Melanie Traughber. I'm the head of the Innovation and Clinical Research team at HOPPR. I've spent about 25 years in medical devices, primarily focusing on medical imaging, and I'm incredibly excited to be here transforming what medical imaging can do in the community. I've spent quite a bit of time in clinical science, advanced development, in R&D, so I've been able to really participate in the full pathway from prototyping of a project all the way into commercialization of that product. And I got to spend a lot of time with each function, understand how it interfaces, and also most importantly for my role and for my team and what we do is interfacing with academic partners and working with the academic to industry partnership. The thing that I think is most critical when we are building research projects and building something that is eventually going to go into product is making sure that the end users are part of our development process and help us develop solutions that solve real world problems, help them to design the research project, to get the resources that they need to build the clinical tools, to gather the clinical evidence, and then finally to bring that to market as a commercial offering. I think one of the things that is often missed in this process, in the translational research process, is the rigor that it takes to get to that endpoint, which is the commercialization. Moving from a research project into clinical use requires a lot of regulatory oversight internally at an institution, and then there's additional regulatory oversight getting from the institution into a commercialized product. So I think this entire pathway, that's a piece that's sometimes missed, and I think that that's something that HOPPR has done very well to prepare our collaborators. Well, the ultimate goal of medical research is to develop solutions that will widely impact patients outside of the walls of the academic institution where the research was conducted. Translational research was originally coined by the National Institutes of Health in a more layman's term called bench to bedside, and it was specifically looking at biosciences and getting drug development out of the laboratory and to the patients that may need the drugs in a better process that they termed translational research. Now, that was 25 years ago, and now it really applies to almost anything that is done in a research setting that should be translated to the clinic and then eventually, hopefully, to commercialization to really make an impact on the patients that need it. Particular to HOPPR, we are a software as a medical device company, so transitioning research tools from the laboratory into the clinic is our goal, so it will directly benefit patients. However, because this is a newer field and the process of translating these tools can be cumbersome, really this academic to industry partnership is critical. It requires significant resources both computationally and from an expertise point of view, and the partnership will really help reduce the burden on both sides for getting to the resources that are required. It ensures that the solution is applicable to general populations rather than to the local populations that often institutions are only exposed to. And the combination thereof will help with the regulatory oversight and the clinical validation, both internally at the institution and then also externally if the product is going to go forward towards commercialization.